So today I want to talk about inbound and why a lot of people confuse inbound with SEO. I mean, what I want to tell you and show you are the 4 pillars of inbound, and SEO is just a part of it. So let me go straight here into what I'm going to explain. So the inbound system that usually we have we have the inbound system here, and this inbound system is actually composed from 4 pillars, and these are not what you think. So first of all, yes, SEO is one of the pillars, so contents especially. So SEO, content, this is the first pillar, and this pillar, let's say, is the top of the funnel. So everything that enters here are like SEO, blog post, articles on LinkedIn, Substack, Twitter, X, YouTube SEO, YouTube videos. There are free tools, free calculators. Everything that is here is top of the funnel. So this part we can call it I would call it the attractor, because you push content out there, and then people actually look at those content. Their attention is caught from your content, so they keep reading, they keep watching, and this is top of the funnel. So what brings people into your funnel? So this is the first step of the inbound system. The second step of the system, so let's say here, second step, well, you created those content that attract those people, but you don't want to make those people leave and then you don't see maybe them again. Like they read your blogs or your videos and they're gone. You don't capture any of them. So to capture actually and to know them better, what you do is to capture their data. So how you can capture their data? Usually we're talking about email, name, maybe phone number, but this, remember, is still like top of the funnel. We want them to enter into the funnel directly. So what we do is create lead magnets. So we create those lead magnets to capture their name, their email, because then they will enter actually in our funnel. Once we have their email, for example, or phone number, guess what? Well, you can contact them. So you can send email sequences, SMS, WhatsApp text, anything to be in their mind. So because they actually read one on your content, so maybe they show interest, but of course there are different interest types, but this is for another video. They show interest in your content, and if they left you their email, well, that's a step more that they did towards you and towards like buying those content, by those services or tools that you're offering. So with this step, then they receive your emails, and on the timeline of stranger to clients, they start to fill this timeline, so this gap. So if first they read your content and then you start to send emails, texts, etc., they will most likely become your clients. And this actually is the third step of the funnel. Like you have to, third step is to nurture them. Nurture, as I was telling, email, you send them articles, you send them value content they would actually appreciate to receive from you, and not spam things that you're always promoting your services, but this content would actually help them achieve what they want, that at the end they would actually want to purchase your product and become your clients. But of course, they will never do this little step, this purchase alone. They always need, it's not working the pen. Okay, need a push. So actually this is the fourth step, which is the conversion. So the conversion happen like in your sequence. So in your sequence, you need to have the CTA to maybe a call or to actually try a demo of your product or even directly to purchase. So this is actually essential for you. All of these four steps are essential if you want to build an inbound system that works. If you will just, let's say, no, I'm actually, publishing articles, but no one is converting from those articles. Yeah, of course, no one is converting. You didn't put anything to capture their data. You're not nurturing them. And then, of course, they never arrive to the conversion phase. So how you expect them to become your clients, purchase your product if you skip those steps and you stop only to create the content? That will never happen. So yes, the most of the part, the work is maybe on top of the funnel. This is the consistent one. But then all of this, once they enter in your system, well, this can be automatic. So you set the system once, maybe you fix a second times in 3 weeks, and depends like how the offer that you're selling and if there is some error or anything. But this is exactly the inbound system, which is completely different. Just yes, but I'm doing SEO. No. So if actually you want to set all this system here, you can click the link below and I can help you with creating this system.